What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Ark Survival Ascended video. Today, guys, I'm going to show you how to tame the Elderclaw. First off, what you need to do is you need to find an Elderclaw. Now, as far as my testing has gone, these guys do spawn in the redwoods, so it's just a matter of tracking one down and finding it out there. Once you've found one, all you need to do then is kill it. Now, that may seem like an easy task, but these guys are quite powerful creatures, so you will need to come slightly prepared in order to defeat them. Now, you can currently see here we've got our megaraptor, which is dealing a decent amount of damage to him. We are going to activate the hunt on him as well, just so we can see how much health he's got left. You can see there he has a butt ton of health. Jokes, we had already killed him. So after killing the Elderclaw, you can then access its inventory and you will get given a wild Elderclaw seed. With this Elderclaw seed, all you need to do is plant it in a large crop plot. Now, once you've got your greenhouse and your crop plots ready to go, all you need to do then is deposit the wild Elderclaw seed into the crop plot, and you'll see here it will take to it and sprout momentarily. There it is. So once this happens, you can see there we do have a bunch of information here. So you can see there time to next tend is 4 seconds. So this is where the seed will ask for something, and you have to essentially present to it, otherwise it will lose taming effectiveness. So you can see there it does want ammonite bile, and you have about 5 minutes for this to happen. So it's a lot of the high-end stuff, so ammonite bile, leech blood, black pearls, tree sap, that sort of thing. So you will need the ammonite bile, otherwise you will lose taming effectiveness. And you can see there we've got that, and we're going to hand that in, and you can see there the next 10 is already 8 seconds away and it's already done, so it's going to ask for something else now as well. You can see there biotoxin, and we're going to tend to it again, and now it wants giant bee honey. Now the cool thing about having this planted in the crop plot is you actually can see the stats of it before it's already hatched. So you can see there this guy has pretty decent melee damage, and that's about it. It is only level 85. The parents didn't have any mutations, obviously, because it was a wild one, but you can obviously eventually breed mutations down into this little seed and get yourself up a new one with a bunch of mutations. And then while tending to it and leaving it in your greenhouse, you can see there that it has started to blossom into something larger. I do believe the greenhouse effect that you have active will also play a part into this as well. And you can see after tending to it for a certain amount of time, we then get presented with the fully grown egg. You can then hatch this bad boy or harvest it, and you will get given your Elderclaw. This guy's come out at 127 from level 85 parents, which we can imprint on. And just like that, you've got yourselves your own Elderclaw. These guys are super cute. They are herbivores, so you can feed them berries to raise them as well. And then obviously you'll also want to imprint on them as well to obviously increase their stats a little bit more. So these guys are very powerful tames straight out of the bat. So you can see here, this is a list of the resources that you'll need to present to the egg or the seed when you have it in your greenhouse. So make sure that you are stacked up on quite a few of these in order to get the full taming effectiveness on your Elderclaw. Now, once this big fella is fully raised and imprinted, you can see he's an absolute powerhouse. Now, they do come with a built-in saddle as well as built-in armor. So you can see this guy does have armor of 23, which is kind of your standard primitive saddle. Obviously, taming up higher level Elderclaws will result in higher level armor. Now, as for abilities for this guy, you can see here he's got a basic melee attack, which you can see switches between paws. He also has a lunge ability, which enables you to jump onto victims as well and deal damage. He does provide a rider protection as well as bee protection for when you are harvesting up any sort of bees as well. And you can see he does deal a decent amount of damage. The lunge attack is obviously his stronger attack, and you can harvest berries with him as well. We are currently destroying this raptor as well, and you can harvest thatch and wood from trees as well. So he is a very powerful creature. I was going to say dino, but I'm like, hold on. A wooden bear is not a dinosaur. So some of his other abilities include a root burst ability, which if you hit C will cause roots to spiral out from you and burst into any enemy dinos or enemy victims that you hit. You can then use your pounds attack to go in on them and attack them as well. Now you can also generate a bark shield as well, which causes you to take decreased damage as well. So if you come into your buffs here, you can see you were reducing incoming damage at the cost of food. So the damage reduced is quite a lot. You can see there we're only taking 7 from this Paracerotherium, and if we disable it, you'll see there it's gone up to 11. So a decent amount of damage reduction there as well. Now you can also place down a Spirit Totem, which increases the amount of damage that you and your allies do inside of the radius. So you can see there is a blue circle surrounding us, and if we attack things, we will do increased damage. Now the cool thing about this as well is that the totem is upgradable. So you can see there in the top right hand corner, as we are slowly getting stacks, the totem will slowly up. So I believe it is based on the hits that you get in against enemy dinos, or just enemies in general. You can see every time we make an attack, that damage number does go up a little bit. Now, if you get your totem to 100 stacks before the totem time runs out, you can see there in the bottom right where the ability power is. What you can actually do is you can then detonate it, and it will actually increase your strength even more, turning you into the giant bot. And that buff will last for about 10 seconds before it runs out, and you'll see that will slowly start to shrink down. But you can also get to 200 stacks and repeat this, giving you an even longer buff in the process as well. So this guy has a lot of powers. He's a very cool looking tame. Unfortunately, you had to fork out the extra money for the expansion pass, which I wasn't the biggest fan of. And he will be a separate DLC later down the line as well. But I mean, he's still a super badass looking dude. So the ELDERCLAW, I definitely recommend taming him up if you've got access to the pass. If not, just wait till he becomes a fantastic tame. I don't think he's pay to win, but he is a very cool tame to have alongside of you. Now, there is one final thing with the ELDERCLAW, but I have not figured it out yet, and that is the Corpse Blossom resource. It allows you to select one of the resources it requires when you are first trying to imprint on it. However, for some reason, I cannot get this to trigger. I will try and leave it on wandering for a little bit, see if that does anything, but I have not had any luck getting this production to happen. So if anyone has any idea what the Corpse Blossom resource thing is, let me know down in the comments. But other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one.